Hello, Gemini. Welcome to Tarot Talk. I'm Tommy, and I'll be hosting your weekly reading today. We're going to dive in with this super quick overview, but do stick around for the in-depth reading after that. Starting you out today is the Three of Swords, the Empress, Six of Pentacles. All right, Gemini. So it looks like there's been a little bit of a recent, some type of an emotional upset. I'm not sure if there was a breakup or maybe something just really hurt your heart here. But you're a little bit brokenhearted right now. And I'm very sorry that we're starting there. I hope we're going in a better direction here. Now, the Empress is showing up next. Good sign for going forward. The Empress here is the sign of fertility, the sign of abundance. You can see she's sitting in this very abundant garden here, which just cut off in this card by the frame as there's this flowing river over here, indicating that she's very connected with water and the peaceful tranquility of this garden. Freshly harvested wheat here, again, abundance, and this kind of stone heart here symbolizing love and fulfillment. There is this crown decorated with stars here on her head, which also indicates divine guidance. So I think that's kind of where you're wanting to be right now. Let's keep going. Six of Pentacles here. This is typically the card of generosity, but also symbolizing that you understand or are longing for perhaps a balance of give and take. So he's handing out these pentacles here to these people that are asking for it. There's these scales of equality over here. Again, a lot of balance and both giving and receiving. So that could tie back to what's going on with your heartbreak here, or why your heart is maybe even just a little bit bruised. Is, you're thinking you want to move forward here and kind of have this abundant life, perhaps with your partner. But you just maybe aren't feeling that there's a good balance of give and take. Like maybe you guys aren't wanting the same things here. I do have to say, this is already shaping up to show like this is a romantic reading of some type, which I wasn't planning on, but that's okay. We'll take it, Spirit. But because of that, I do have to point out that the Empress is, again, the card of fertility. So that can indicate pregnancy or giving birth. It could mean just birthing new ideas also. So we're going to see what's going to happen in your reading here, but that is kind of all showing up together. Now, do know that's not medical advice, so I'm not giving medical advice here, but do know that that's what that card can indicate. Okay, we're going to go deeper here with your Celtic cross spread, look at the past, present, future, a little bit in the subconscious, and see kind of what's going on here in this situation. Before we do, I'd like to know, Gemini, how are you showing up here? Whoop, I think that's you. All right, the Six of Swords. So it's looking to me like you're in a position right now considering leaving this situation altogether. I think you're wondering if maybe the damage that was done with the bruised heart, or this I don't know if I want to say betrayal. I think this is more of you guys just aren't wanting the same things or seeing eye to eye here. But what we have going on in this card is you see these three figures, they're on the boat. It's rowing away from us, as indicated by all of their backs being turned toward us. In the front of the boat here are these six swords plunged in there, which typically indicate some lessons that have been learned, or maybe some hardships experienced. It doesn't mean that there were exactly six just because there's six swords there, but it is representing that there's more than one. There's several maybe little painful things you've gone through here, and again, lessons learned. Now, there's also this choppy water here down in the corner, but smooth water out ahead. And it looks to me like that's what you're wanting. Like there's some turmoil going on here. There's some ups and downs. Again, things are just not balanced, or you're not seeing eye to eye. And you're ready to cruise on out of here, looking for calmer seas, calmer waters, just kind of a smoother, happier existence is what I'm getting. All right, let's get the rest of your cards out here. While I do that, please do keep in mind this is a general reading, so if it's not resonating with you, please feel free to leave it behind, but do feel free to share it also with somebody who you think may benefit from this message. I would invite you to stay for the entire reading because sometimes messages can come out later that do resonate with you, even if they're not resonating right now. If you're going to stick around with us, please do hit that subscribe button. It is completely free and it really helps support the channel, keeps it growing so I can keep bringing readings to you. All right, let's see what your obstacle is right now. Yep, again, we're definitely talking about a relationship here. Uh, you've got the Two of Cups here, which is a partnership card. It looks like there was some union between the two of you. It could have been a marriage, but it could have just been the two of you being in a relationship. It does look like at the time that you guys came together that there was divine guidance here, symbolized by the red winged lion. There was a lot of passion, a lot of romance involved. It looks like there was a time where you guys were very happy, as we often are. I mean, we don't typically get into relationships because we're not happy, right? But right now, that is the challenge. I mean, 100% your challenge is a partnership right now. So let's go a little further. What's going on in the subconscious here? Okay, so we have the High Priestess. Now, this is revealing a little bit here. Somebody, and I think it's you, Gemini, has some hidden knowledge about what's going on here. The High Priestess, you see, she's got this scroll tucked into her robe here, again, symbolizing hidden knowledge. There's also this moon on her crown, and this card is governed by the moon. So there's often it's the card of illusions, hidden knowledge, kind of something going on behind the scenes, and somebody has knowledge of it. And I'm really getting that's you. Now, there's also this veil that's behind her. The pomegranates are symbolizing abundance, but also something is hidden behind that veil. So I don't know if you're hesitating on leaving the situations for financial reasons. You may not want to depart because you might rely on that person for, maybe a two-person income. Two-person household income is better than one. Or it could be that you're just maybe that is a financial burden right now on you actually by keeping that partner. It could be one of those ways, but standing out to me is that those pomegranates with the abundance, but also something hidden. So I think you found something out here. Maybe your partner doesn't yet know that you're considering leaving. It could be that you found out that they had betrayed you. Again, I'm not really getting a betrayal. It's like you found out that they just didn't want the same things you did. With fertility showing up here, it could even be that you found out maybe when you first got together, you thought you guys were on the same page, and now you're finding out that the other one doesn't want children, but you do. That's going kind of deep, I know, but that's kind of the read I'm getting. It's whatever you found out about this person. It's something very kind of fundamental to you and at the core of your relationship. And it's kind of like, if we can't compromise or come together on this, then this may be the result. I may be out of here. Okay, let's keep going. What happened in the recent past? All right, recent past, we've got Knight of Wands here. Again, fire energy. You guys were really kind of speeding along on this path. It was like things were good. We were riding along. Everything was fine. And then bam, all of a sudden, this thing that I found out that just had no idea that we were so different on this matter. That's surprising to me, but that's what I'm seeing here. Like you guys had this journey ahead, kind of this lifetime together planned. Again, thinking that you were on this, and then you just came upon something that you realized, wow, I don't know if we can even keep going on this path. That's crazy. Okay, let's keep going here. We've got the Queen of Wands showing up in your conscious here. So this is what you're aware of. With the Queen of Wands energy, this is my favorite of the queens because she has this really just stoic look. It's kind of like she's looking out going, yep, I know what I've got to do here. I hate this, but I know that this is the way to go. And it's going to be that I'm going down this new path. She's going to take this new action symbolized by this wand that's kind of budding, blooming up here, and also by this sunflower here that's in full bloom that she's holding. It's like, I hate to do this. I don't want to do this, but I don't know if I can compromise in this situation. I think I'm going to have to see my way out. Okay, let's see what's going on in the near future. Near future is a Three of Cups. There's a celebration here coming up. Now, here we are in the Garden of Abundance and we're celebrating with friends. So I'm wondering here, and this may be going out on a limb a bit, but it's kind of like you're celebrating with your friends. Not that you're happy that this relationship ended, but I don't always get this on this card, but in this particular, this one on the left here, she's really resonating with me. If you see how she's kind of looking right back at us, and the look on her face is jumping out to me, and it's almost like I told you so. You know, wrapping her arms around kind of over here as she's almost hugging this third person, like, look at this. I told you this was going to happen. But they're not wanting to say that to you, I don't think. I think they knew. Maybe some of your closest friends had an idea that this probably wasn't going to work out long term, but um, you know, they don't want to say that to you because they don't want to hurt your feelings. But they're happy that you've realized it and that you've done what's right by yourself. That's why they're celebrating, not because they're happy that you guys have parted ways, but because they want you to be true to yourself. All right, let's see how you see yourself right now. You see yourself with justice. Okay. All right. That's good, Gemini. I like that. So here we see this again, the sword kind of showing up, saying this this almost spark of inspiration or this sudden knowledge of something. Once again, the scales of equality are showing up here. So you've got them in the the Six of Pentacles, and you've got them in Justice here. So it's saying, look, we got to be equal. We got to come together in this relationship, and if we're not going to do it, I'm out of here. Once again, a purple veil with something hidden behind it. So you're kind of like screaming at me right now, Gemini, saying, look, yeah, I found this out. It was behind the veil. I didn't know it. It was there the whole time, but I figured it out. So I'm glad that you learned that sooner rather than later, just so you can do what's right for yourself, Gemini. All right, let's take a look at your external influences on this situation. Yeah, Knight of Swords. The world and spirit is telling you, okay, you've made your decision. You know what the decision is. Why are we still waiting around? If this is what you know that you need to do and what's right for you, Gemini, then what are we still doing here? Why are we still in this position? It's time to take that path. Don't rush so far forward, though. You see this horse gets a little bit exasperated here because he's being forced too hard. So while I say that spirit is saying, you know, why are we still waiting around? What are we still doing here? Make sure that you're still doing it logically, right? I mean, don't do things with haste. Do things with care. Be the stoic Queen of Wands here. You know, just like calm, cool, and collected energy. But do take action. It's time to move forward on what's going to serve you and make you happy, the happiest of happy in your heart. All right, let's see your hopes and fears. Your hope is that you want your cups full. You've got the Nine of Cups here, and you just want to have all the emotions. You want to be in a situation that makes you as satisfied as this guy is sitting right here. So these cups are all full, sitting on this arched table. Whenever we see arches in tarot, it typically represents that there is a really solid foundation. And full cups, I mean, you know, there's a reason we say, did it fill your cup? So you're wanting to be happy, you're wanting to be satisfied, you want something, a relationship that is built on a solid foundation, one where you're not going to have this sudden shock surprise out of left field or something that you didn't know that you couldn't fundamentally agree on here. So that's what you're hopeful for. And I think the fear is plain and simple. The fear is that you won't get it. But Spirit's reinforcing by showing up here and confirming your hope that that is in your future. Now, that doesn't mean that you're going to step out of this relationship and right into the next one. You know, take your time that you need to take in between, but that is in your future. All right, let's take a look at your outcome. Outcome is the Knight of Pentacles. So, you know, this is a time to choose your path. This is a time to take your action, but pause for just a moment and look and see which is the best path for you forward. You know, you've come to this conclusion, you know it's right for you, but make sure, once again, kind of what I was saying back here, don't just rush forward with haste. Take your time in doing it. don't delay, but also don't speed ahead. Just move along at a nice, easygoing pace so that you're well and recovered here. Now, that's weird. I don't typically shuffle before I see a shadow card, and for some reason, I just instinctively shuffled. So let's see what shadow card you were meant to have. Yeah, that's it. You've got the Ten of Wands here. You are carrying the burden of this. Whatever this is, you can see how he's holding these wands. Every step becomes a little bit harder than the last, but there's this small town over here signifying that this heavy part of the journey is almost over. You've also got a 10 here, which is signifying that this is the closing of this cycle or this chapter in your life. So you're just about there. Only you can kind of start this next chapter because nobody can start it for you. So it's time to take that step. All right, let's take a look at your Cosmic Wisdom Oracle card here and see what guidance we can get from that. The Sun, you radiate with inner light, confidence, and authenticity. Just as the sun lights up the sky, your presence brightens the lives of those around you. So that's indicated here by your friends, of course. You brighten their life, and they're just waiting for you to come back and join them in a place that's peaceful and happy and that is going to fill your heart. You have the confidence. You know, it's that was clear back here in the High Priestess, and again in the Queen of Wands, might I add. So you have got the confidence to do this. You are the Empress here, I think. So just move forward with that, draw from that confidence, and let's do it. All right, your Akashic Records Oracle card here is listen. You're being asked to listen to your inner voice. It's been guiding you to do something or to say something, and it's time to act on its wisdom. Okay, couldn't have closed that out better if I had planned it. So, Gemini, go do your thing. It's time to start on this new journey and find that peace that's going to start leading you to have a repaired heart, because it looks like what's here is just probably not going to work. But whatever it is, whatever you decide, I wish you all the best and all the happiness, and I can't wait to see you again here in a few days. Have a good week, Gemini.